Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jason and this is the Drone House Chronicle Ageless Creator. Hey everybody, have you ever wondered, especially if you're a senior, which camera that you can start a YouTube channel with or to start documenting your daily life? Well, in this episode, what I'm going to talk about is a couple of choices that I picked for your start. A cheap beginner's start to filming yourself, recording yourself with video and possibly pictures for your YouTube channel. Now, I looked at a lot and there's basically a lot of talk and ideas and choices thrown out there on YouTube. I mean, you can see a lot of them on different channels and they're great. That's how I learned a lot about what I use to this day. But this episode, we're just going to concentrate on three that I picked because I like the three. They're very cheap. They got amazing video quality and they're very easy to use. The ease of use is very important, and that's pretty much my criteria of this and how I chose those cameras. So in this episode, that's what we're going to cover. I hope you guys stay around because this is going to be great. We'll hit it right now. Let's go. All right, here I am. I am walking with the Galaxy S24 Ultra, and this is what it's like to walk with my camera handheld, no gimbal. I would normally use a gimbal, but again, I wanted to show you what this looks like when you are just the bare minimum. I'm talking about I'm just starting. I don't have a gimbal. I don't have any kind of fancy handheld, tripod handle or anything. This is me just holding the phone, shooting the video, kind of doing a little demo on what it would like to be starting off with. And I love this phone. I know people are iPhone users. iPhones are great. I used to have one for work, a 15, and I liked it. But you kind of work and do good with what you have. And like I said, I love the Ultra. It's a good phone. Again, this is the color signs. Let me turn it around. Hold on. As you can see, I'm using the front facing camera because this is how I would be vlogging. This is how you would be vlogging if you use this camera to shoot any kind of content with. Remember, the front facing camera, the camera to the rear, it's going to be a lot better. The specs, I'm posting those. It's either going to be at the bottom or it's going to be another part of the video, but I'm going to post those. And basically this is 4K 30 right here, and I do believe it's 2.2 as far as aperture, so it's pretty good. Low light, we are at the golden hour. As you can see, the sun starting to set over there. So we're at the golden hour, and I like the colors. If I had, say, a gimbal, I probably would go ahead and reverse it and just track myself, because the gimbal I use, which is the from Insta360, I think it's called the Flow, it has face tracking, so it would automatically track my face, which is really cool. But I kind of like what this does with the rear camera. But again, I'm just putting this on so you can see what it looks like. Basically, low light capability is golden hour. Like I said, sun's about to go down, so you really get a good feel for what it's like. All right, in a bit. All right. I hope you can hear me. I'll do one with the mic and one without. I don't know if I have to change it in the settings, but I normally use a mic, but I wanted to try and use this, which is the DJI Pocket 3. I wanted to use this without the mic, so there's a better fair comparison. I mean, we could throw mics on all these and they'll sound really good, but just coming out, again, you buying the bare minimum of gear that you can get. This DJI does sell this with just the camera, the small base that screws in and a case, a basic case to hold it, and that's it. So you can get this with just the bare minimum, and that's what we're shooting with today. Hopefully the sound's going to be good. Again, I'm going to shoot it with the mic, one with the mic and one without, just in case, because I'm not sure if you can hear me. But in any case, this is Osmo Pocket 3. Of the three that we're testing, we're looking at today and describing, this one is not waterproof. It has no waterproof rating, no IP rating at all. So the other ones have a little bit of water resistance. I do believe the Samsung and the Galaxy Ultra has a IP68, I want to say. I think so. And it is, you can dip it in water for like 30 minutes. I don't know why you do that. But just know that if you're out in the rain, you're in a place where there is rain all the time, Oregon, you know, maybe Washington, Maine, somewhere. There is the safety and the knowledge to know that your device is protected somewhat, you know. Your phone, you know it's going to be good. The, what is it, Insta360 Ace Pro 2? It is waterproof as well, so I'm not sure the IP rating on that one, but it is. And you'll be, you know, be at ease to know that your device will be okay. Let's take a look around. As you can see, it's beautiful out here. You have the sun, you have the colors. I'm gonna put the mic on because I'm not sure we're getting sound and I don't wanna lose the light. So I'm gonna put the mic on real quick and go from there. The sound of freedom. A10 Warhawks, baby. Used to work on those. Not gonna be around very much longer. Beautiful aircraft. All right, this is the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. We're checking this out. As you can see, getting a phone call there. Oh no, that's my mileage. I'm walking, my footsteps. As you can see, a little bit more, you know, wide field of view. Got a lot of room with this camera. I mean, I'm not holding it far from my hand at all. I'm bringing it up so that you don't get anything from my nose coming out, but it is a good wide view on this camera. I love this camera as well. Very sweet, very easy to operate. It's an action camera. They've been around a while, so they kind of wrote the book on, you know, vlogging as far as a good quality camera to hold that's nice and small. You don't have to worry about a big, you know, mirrorless camera with a lens trying to hold it like this and capture yourself because you want good quality. I mean, now, heck, every handheld, it seems like, is sporting some 4K. This is 8K, this camera. So it is kind of upped its game. It's 8K 30, but it's still, that's impressive. But it's a lot of files. So if you're just starting off with a nice new camera and you don't have a big computer with a lot of space to hold all those images, you might want to stick with just 4K or 1080p. But again, with this camera, waterproof. It's amazing because you can pretty much take it everywhere, and it actually takes some amazing photos too, and all the cameras do. I mean, even the Pocket, and of course your phone. I mean, your phone cameras are you have to admit, they're amazing nowadays. And even an iPhone, beautiful, just beautiful. But you can see with video, the quality, you know, the lens size, nice and wide. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. And being able to capture those with, you know, what you have is at the beginning is important. Again, I tried to do all of the tests with these vlogging. You know, I tried to do all of them with just the sound, the mics from the actual devices. I tried not to do the mic on the Osmo. I don't know if it took or not, but my phone, I have a mic system for that, and I didn't use it. I wanted you to hear the sound coming out of the mic from the device and not like a microphone system, which enhances it, makes it totally better. But when you're first starting off, you might not have it. Most likely you won't have it, you know. So it's something to think about, the sound, everything, of course. I heard something. Somebody stalking me. And I bring my gun. Oh, Lord. But, yeah, something to think about. Because if you're trying to get some really quality, good sound, which is very important, you might want to include that in the price of your purchase. You know, when you're starting to come up with some form of kit, some form of vlogging kit for yourself. Because if you're a person on the run, on the move, you're not just going to stay in the studio. Yes, those are things to look at. If you're at home, I call it studio. Your home is your studio. If you're at home and it's quiet, you got a nice room, you know, the mic from the device may be all you need. But out here, you can probably hear the wind. So it's a difference. It's a big difference, and it's something to look at. Again, I didn't put the mics on for that reason. You know, all the mics that I've heard of all the YouTubers, you know what? They always go, oh, it's beautiful, 24-bit. You can hear the sound, you know. It's beautiful. The sound is coming from the speakers of my phone. And believe it or not, it all sounds the same. Every now and then I'll listen or look at something on my my laptop, you know, but majority of the time it's on my phone. And I figure, well, I know a regular Osmo Pocket mic system or just the DJI mic system works just fine, you know. There's a couple other ones I have. I have one called Holy Wave or Holy Grave, I'll tell you in a minute. But it's, I love that one too. Nice and small, compact, it works. I got a shotgun mic that I use, regular Rhodes mic that I use at home. And that's a big difference. But I'm at home, you know. So it's gonna work. You're gonna hear me. But this right here, again, I'm out in the middle of nowhere. A little windy. It's beautiful out here. I'll let you look. There is no nice trail here that we walk on. It is the Julian Loop. It goes around Tucson. It's like 100-something miles. It's pretty far, but it's beautiful. Mostly for bicyclists, but you can walk it too. It's great. Sometimes there's a little javelina up here, but they leave you alone. It's a good, safe walk. But anywho, that is the comparison of the three. I'm going to get some night footage tomorrow, so look forward to tomorrow footage. We're going to see how all three of those work at night. And because I'll probably will be downtown or someplace, you know, I'm not going to be out here tonight, but I'll be some urban environment. I probably be I will probably be wearing a mic. That way you can hear me, because it'll probably be I can't speak. I'm hungry. It will probably be loud, and I might be whispering, so I'm gonna make sure that I wear the mic for all of the cameras tomorrow. All right, you guys, that's enough. I'm almost to the car. I'm gonna get me some vittles because I cannot speak. And you guys be safe. I will talk to you in a bit. All right, you guys, we are back. Hey, we went over a little bit of what the cameras can do. Now we're going to talk a little bit more in depth of the little bit of the features that they have. Again, I tried to talk a little bit about it when I was walking around. It was kind of hard because I'm not used to walking around and talking and describing things. So we're going to try and do it this way. That way you can kind of hear what I'm saying versus me trying to keep my feet, walk, and look around at the same time. I sometimes I just can't walk and chew bubble gum. That's all it is, you know. So it could be that simple. But anywho, we're going to talk about the cameras. First one is the regular cell phone. Everybody, most people have a cell phone, a smartphone. And of course, with filming yourself, that is the easiest way to start, is with your phone. Most phones now have a great camera, whether it's 4K and 1080p. It's still good enough for social media. So start off with that. Start off with that. You know, that is a great camera. We'll go over the specs here in a minute. But again, just a cell phone. It is what it is. It's a great way of getting content. Everybody usually has it wherever they go, and except for the shower. Maybe some people do. I don't know. But anywho, it's a great way of getting content. A regular cell phone. Second one is what I'm filming on right now, and that is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I love this camera. Again, we talked about a little bit. You can get it just the camera and not have to worry about the combo. I would get the combo. I would add that little extra money, get the combo, because of the mic system, which I have on right now. I love it. You can put it on, it syncs to the camera immediately, and you have great audio, simple stuff. And again, audio is important. With the cell phone, I didn't talk about it that much. I do have a mic for that as well. And I use that when I'm filming, trying to get content, because it's just good, especially if I'm doing something like this with vlogging, or I have in real estate, I have the realtor that wants to make a quick social media video. I put the mic on them, and because we do most of our social media videos with the actual cell phone, because it's great. Hang on a second. I got the fire department going. They're doing something. I hope they're being safe. We're out right here for the second. And we are back, you guys. Fire department's gone. I hope they're doing something not too bad, because we already have enough craziness going on right now. For all you people in California, please, please, my prayers are with you. You guys be safe. Please love your friends, love your loved ones, love your family members. Take care of them. Take care of yourselves. All right. All right. Again, the camera with the cell phone. Basically, with the cell phone, the mic system that I use is the Holy Land. I love that one. It's just a straight, simple mic system, and it's amazing. I'm gonna do a little probably review on that later on, because I just got the new set, and can't even remember. I don't even know the name of it, but it is such a great mic as far as getting good content with. But again, cell phone, you'll probably use your mic. Osmo Pocket 3, I love it with the mic system. It's perfect. It really is a good combo. The last one is the Insta. And this one's a little different because it's an action camera, but it is mind-blowing. I love this camera. I've only had it for about maybe a month and a half, and I absolutely love it. I'm gonna start shooting a little bit more content with it, because I've learned by just using it in the little time that I've had it, that I have to admit, for vlogging, walking, I think it's the best one. I really do. The field of view you get with this camera is the Insta360 is the Ace Pro 2 is amazing. You know, that camera again is waterproof too. So like I was saying earlier, if you're in a region where there is or country where there is a lot of moisture in the air, you might want to use a camera like an action camera for your content, for your vlogging, because it's just easier to use in a situation like that. I think I'm getting washed out by the light, but hopefully I can bring it back in post. But yeah, the 360 camera, the Ace Pro 2, I mean, it is a great camera. I'm really liking this camera. And the pictures coming out of it, and plus the ability to, you know, do the different modes and everything, you know, whether it goes to, you know, time lapse, just like all of them. But, you know, it's just a great camera. And we'll, again, talk a little bit more about that. But anywho, I'm going to go over a little bit of specs right now. So listen hard, listen good. Here we go. The Insta360 Pro 2 action camera. It has a 1/1/3 sensor size with an aperture of 2.6. It has a 35mm equivalent focal length, and videos comes in HDR, free frame video, pure video, slow motion, star lapse, time shift, pre-recording, loop recording. Video resolution is 8K 24 to 4K 120 to 200 to 24 FPS. It does shoot, I should say, photo resolution up to 48 megapixel, and that's JPEG and RAW. Has 3 microphones with a runtime of 100 minutes. Remember, it is waterproof. Without a case, you can go 33 feet. With a dive case, you can go 197 feet. Beautiful. It's Bluetooth Wi-Fi compatible, and it uses a USB Type-C connector. All cameras use a USB Type-C connector, and all cameras are Bluetooth and Wi-Fi capable. For the Osmo Pocket 3, what I'm using right now, it's a gimbal camera. It's not waterproof, so you can get it wet and you possibly can damage it, so be careful. It has a 1-inch CMOS sensor, which is really good for low light. It has a 20 millimeter f2.0 aperture, and it has a runtime of 166 minutes. So that's kind of important. And if you get the combo, it comes with an extra battery, which is really cool. Video resolution is 4K 60, and it does shoot slow motion at 4K 120 and down. HDR video resolution, supports 10-bit, which is important for people who want to color grade their videos. But if you're a beginner, you're probably not even going to bother. You're just going to either use auto or just do a little bit of color grading. Maybe very minor stuff. You're not pulling colors out. You're not doing different things. You're just doing the basics, but it is good enough. Let me tell you that auto, just regular mode is amazing. The color science that DJI has it's always on point. So it does have video modes as well, slow motion, time lapse, motion lapse, hyperlapse, and low light. Very good camera. I'm telling you, this camera system with the Osmo Pocket 3 is amazing. At the end of the day, I love every single one. I think they have their usage. I think you can use them, any of them, in any situation that you need to. Again, this video is basically talking about if you're starting off, best case scenario, I guess it would be to have, like I do, all three, which is I picked them up over time. Phone was first. I had the Pocket 1, but when that Pocket 3 came out and I looked at the specs on it and seen what it could do, I jumped out there because I loved the 1. I loved the way it worked. I loved the way how easy it was to get content with it, and when they announced that it had active track, to track the face, I was like, I'm there. And I had to get it. The Insta360, I've been a fan of Insta360 cameras. I have the original, was the RC1, and it had the dual camera, so you can get the regular action camera. I want to say it was 1/3. I'm not sure. No, I think it was a little bit less than that, maybe 1/, I don't know. It wasn't as spec wise as good as the newer one. The aperture, the sensor was a lot smaller, I do believe, but it did have a 360 camera that you could put on, and you can get 360 footage. And I still have that camera, and I think it's good. I took it to the zoo once, and I got some really amazing 360 videos, with that camera. So it's a good system. But when this one came out, I loved that one before, and I said, you know what, I have to get that. It's got active track, it's got everything. So I'm gonna have to look at that. So Christmas time came, and I was there. I struck, and I was amazed to get it and everything. So it was really cool. One other thing to look at when we're talking about these cameras, and I'm going to end it, is the apps that you can get with it. Now, Samsung basically is, it has third-party apps you can do, as far as video editing and other things like that, things to enhance the video output. I think the camera's actual system is good enough for shooting video. I did put an app on there, and I don't even use it. I just use the camera. What comes with the controls that control the video and pictures. But the Osmo it has a Mimo app, and it's pretty impressive because it has different things you can do in the app. You know, you can do short videos. I don't mess with it that much, but you can. And it's pretty cool. It syncs up with the computer fairly easy. It has an SD card. All these three have an SD card. Even my phone has an SD card slot that you can put into. That's another reason why I went with Android or this phone instead of Apple. But it has an SD card that you can take out and throw right into the computer and download your, you know, images right off the bat. Also, the Insta360, the Ace Pro 2, it has an amazing, I have to admit, that it's complicated. It can be. I heard the new version. I haven't downloaded the new version of the Insta360 app. Well, I did to get the phone going or get the camera going, but I haven't played with it. And I heard it's a lot easier because it's an amazing app. But the old version could be very complicated, and it's not like you're just going to whip out and do some quick videos and get it going. You had to. You had to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but I heard it's a lot easier now, and I can't wait to play with it. And because I've just been pointing and shooting and haven't dabbled back into that studio. But that's something else to look at. All three, I think, are easy to use. Again, and with the apps on the two, the Pocket and the Ace Pro 2, it's pretty decent. You know, it makes life easy. But in any case, getting content on all three is a piece of cake, you guys. And you're just starting off, I mean, you don't want to get a big, you know, mirrorless camera, you know, whether full frame or APC. These are great choices because you can do a lot with these cameras. I mean, I'm talking that look of social media, you know, that believe it or not, a lot of companies, you know, they like the beautiful pictures, but some of them you can tell when something's just shot with a cell phone and something is shot with an action camera or anything else. And some people want that type of content. They don't want that professional. They want that regular, just real up to date look. So that's kind of cool. That's a good thing to do. In any case, that is it, everyone. I'm going to get out of here and do a little bit of this and do a little bit of that. But in any case, I want you guys to be safe again. For those who are affected by the fires, please take care. Much prayers going out to you guys, okay? Please be safe. And everybody else, remember to keep it simple and keep moving. Talk to you later.